Today we're diving into the world of DIY paper roses. Have you ever tried making one yourself?
I have actually, but mine look nothing like the gorgeous ones you see online. Some of them are so realistic, it's hard to believe they're not store-bought.
That's exactly what amazes me. I mean, with just some crepe paper and patience, people create roses that could fool anyone.
Absolutely, the blog I was reading even had a step-by-step for layered petals. It made the process seem much less intimidating.
Yeah, and I noticed they suggest starting with the center petal and working outward. That way, the rose gets a natural blooming effect.
It's a clever tip. I always used to start randomly, and my flowers ended up looking more like cabbages.
I can relate. The choice of paper matters too. Thicker crepe or specialty paper gives more texture and depth.
Right, and I saw some people even use watercolor to add subtle color gradients to the petals. That's a game changer for realism.
Have you tried coloring your paper roses before?
Once, yes, I used diluted acrylics. The color variations really made the rose come alive, but my hands were a mess afterward.
That's part of the charm. Hands covered in paint, little bits of paper, everywhere. It's like a crafting badge of honor.
True, and I think that's why DIY paper roses have such personal value. Each one is unique, not mass-produced.
Exactly. They make thoughtful gifts or decorations. You can tailor the colors to match any occasion. Weddings, birthdays, whatever.
I saw on the blog someone made a whole bouquet for Mother's Day. It looked like a professional florist arranged them.
Imagine the surprise on a mom's face when she realizes her bouquet is handmade.
That's the best part, and with paper roses, they last forever, no watering needed.
Unless you spill coffee on them, which, knowing me, is a real possibility.
That's a risk, but seriously, I love how sustainable these projects are. You can use recycled paper too.
Definitely. That's a great point. Upcycling old paper into something beautiful instead of tossing it out.
Plus, it's budget-friendly. Have you seen how much real rose bouquets cost these days?
Way too much. Crafting your own is not just cheaper, but way more satisfying.
And you can get the whole family involved. Even kids can help with simpler versions.
Sure, just don't let them near the hot glue gun. That's an adult-only zone.
Ouch, yes, safety first. But for petals and coloring, it's a fun group activity.
I think another benefit is the creativity it sparks. You can experiment with petal shapes or make fantasy colors.
Like blue roses or even rainbow ones. Who says roses have to be red?
Exactly. And if you mess up, just call it abstract art. That's my go-to excuse.
Works every time. On a more serious note, I think crafting paper roses is kind of meditative.
Totally. The repetitive cutting and shaping can be really calming. Almost like adult coloring books.
And at the end, you have a beautiful piece to show for your effort. That sense of accomplishment is hard to beat.
Plus, they make for great conversation starters. Guests always ask if mine are real or not.
Do you ever let them in on the secret right away, or do you keep them guessing?
I let them guess for a bit. It's fun to see their reactions when I say, nope, it's just paper.
I love that, and honestly, it's a nice break from digital life. No screens, just hands-on creativity.
Agreed. Sometimes I even listen to podcasts while I craft. It's a nice way to unwind.
Multitasking at its finest. One thing I want to try from the blog is using wire stems. It gives the flowers a more authentic look.
And you can bend them into any arrangement. That's perfect for bouquets or centerpieces.
Have you ever tried making giant paper roses? Some tutorials use poster-sized sheets.
Not yet, but I've seen those at weddings. They make amazing backdrops for photos.
They do, and you can match the color scheme of the whole event. That level of customization is impossible with real flowers.
Also, no pollen allergies to worry about. That's a bonus for sensitive guests.
I hadn't thought of that, but it's true. Paper roses are hypoallergenic by default.
So whether you're looking for a creative outlet, an affordable gift, or just want to impress your friends, paper roses tick all the boxes.
And you don't even need fancy tools, just scissors, glue, and some patience.
Maybe a little perseverance, too. The first rose might look wonky, but practice makes perfect.
That's part of the journey. Each attempt gets a little better, and before you know it, your roses look store-bought.
Or better, because they have your personal touch.
That's what makes them special. So, are you inspired to start a new bouquet tonight?
I might. I'm thinking of trying a two-tone design this time. How about you?
I want to experiment with metallic paper. Gold or silver petals could be interesting.
That sounds stunning. Maybe we'll have to compare notes next time.
For sure. And for anyone listening, if you're hesitant to start, just remember, every rose begins with a single petal.
I love that. Who knows, maybe you'll discover a hidden talent, or at least have fun along the way.
Exactly. So give it a try and let your creativity bloom.
That's a perfect note to end on. Until next time, happy crafting.
See you, and may your paper roses always stay in full bloom.